Over the last 6 months, I went from working in IT at a finance company and knowing zero about AI to becoming an AI engineer at a billion-dollar digital media company, and at the same time, building my own AI agency to multiple $1,000s per month. The reason I was able to do this so quickly is because I found one type of AI agent that both large enterprises and small companies are literally paying thousands for, and I just did that on repeat. Maybe you've tried doing something like this before and you haven't had the same level of success. The problem is because most creators on YouTube are giving you bad AI advice just to sell you into a course or a community. The reality is that these creators aren't selling AI themselves, and if they did, then it's all outdated advice like selling chatbots or voice agents. I'd rather tell you exactly what's working right now from someone who's actually doing this and sold an agent to a client last week. I'm going to show you the exact agent that I learned how to build and sell that clients keep asking for, and if you stick to the end, I'll show you how you can have them keep coming back to you for more. If you can lock in for 20 minutes to watch this video, then you can literally change your life. If you can't, then sorry, this video is probably not for you. When it comes to building and selling AI agents, it's really only a 4-step roadmap, and if you can get all the way to the end, you'll literally have clients coming back to you to buy more from you. And the first step of this roadmap is determining what is the optimal AI solution to sell. So first we need to understand why most AI automations end up failing. And that's because you are probably chasing trends. If you keep going for the newest thing, then you're never going to be able to get good at building and selling something. And all of these ones here, internal chatbots, voice agents, different workflows like N8N, Make, and Zapier, customer support, and AI websites, all of them have different downfalls. Specifically, most of it is too much unique work to the point where it's hard to deliver on this and it's hard to scale it because you're building out these complex solutions differently for every single client. The other problem is that you don't have the skill set to do this. If this is something that's new to you, then you don't know how to do this, and the learning curve to get to this point is pretty high. These solutions can be pretty complex, and understanding how it works takes a good amount of time. So what are we going to do instead? Let's think about what we want from an AI solution from our side. First off, we want something with a high profit margin, something that is easy for us to build, doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't cost us a lot, but can make us a lot of money on the back end. Now, the easy delivery part is extremely important if you want to scale this because you can't be spending a lot of time on each client. And when it comes to scalability, that is the amount of time it takes to build the solution. We want something where we can build it once, make slight adjustments to each time, and continue to sell it to new people. That's the perfect AI solution for us. So let's take a look at some different AI solutions and compare them so we could determine what the best would be. First off, if we look at internal chatbots, the profit margin is, it could be decent for this, but it is very difficult to deliver because it takes a long time to build internal knowledge bases for every single client. They might be using different ones. It's hard to scale because they are using different ones. And it takes a lot of skill set to learn, like retrieval augmented generation and indexes and embeddings, things you would need to know to build these internal chatbots. Now, if we look at the next one, that's a voice agent. And again, the profit margins are in the middle there. The delivery speed is also in the middle, but it's hard to scale because each client wants the voice agent to do something different. And you need to learn how to use voice agents to give good outputs because it's difficult for it to sound perfectly human. And a lot of times clients have too high of expectations for what the AI can do. If we look at different workflows like N8N, Make, and Zapier, the profit margins are medium, the delivery speed also medium, the scalability is medium, and the skill set required is medium. These ones can take a long time to build and learn because each platform is unique, and you need to sit there and go through one node at a time on building out these workflows. So it's very unique problems to each client, and you don't want to be in the business of building these unique solutions. If we look at customer support agents, the profit margins are pretty low on this. A lot of people are doing this. There's high competition, takes a while to deliver. It's hard to scale it because every client has different knowledge, and you need to learn how to build these agents and provide it with the knowledge so that you can deliver for your clients. If we look at building AI websites, the profit margin is pretty low. Again, there's a lot of competition to do this. The speed to do it is easy with a vibe coding, and scalability is also easy because you can just vibe code a new website, but everyone's doing this. So the skill set required is medium. It's not too hard to learn, but it's also not super easy because you need to know how to code a little bit. So overall, this isn't the best of solutions. But if we come to the last one here and check out custom Claude skills, this really checks all the boxes. The profit margins are high with this. I'll show you in a bit how you can really charge a lot for these, but it's all about using the Claude skill to solve the client's problem. The delivery speed is easy because you can build custom plugins and skills that can be shipped out to multiple clients, especially if they're the same type of client in the same industry. And the scalability is easy because it's just providing them with the skill. And the skill set required is extremely easy. If you've used Claude before, you know you could just type in normal English straight into the chat and you can create these skills like that. We determined that Claude skill is the best option that we want to go to, but we need to actually deliver on this. And for that, we need to take a look at what the delivery loop actually looks like. First off, there's discovery, building the solution, and retaining. So it's figuring out what can we solve for the client, what problem using a Claude skill. Then it's building out the actual solution, which is the skill, maybe a project, setting up different connectors. And lastly, it's retaining them so that you can continue to get recurring payments. Now, this is a loop because you're going to move them from discover to build, from build to retain. And in the end, I'm going to show you how you can turn from retain back into a discovery phase and continue to have them on this loop. So that brings us to step 2 in the roadmap, which is discovering what solution to build. First off, we need to ask ourselves the question, what are we actually selling to the client? Are we selling a commodity, something like a chatbot, a Claude skill, an automation template, a single workflow, or a website? And all of these, if you're just saying you're selling that thing, it's a race to the bottom. It's whoever can get the lowest price, and the client is going to compare your price with other people's to take the lowest one. When on the other side, if we sell outcomes, say we're selling the client saving 10 hours per week on a task, or we're going to build them something that can make them an extra $5,000 per month, or even save them $15,000 per month if you're replacing another tool that they're using. All of this warrants for premium pricing. You could charge a lot more when you're selling the outcome as opposed to selling a commodity. So the question becomes, how can we turn the solutions that are commodities into an outcome that we can charge premium for? And the trick to doing this is by understanding their pain. Let's take an example here for a client I'm actually working with, which is an online coach. They're spending 20 hours per week building out these client slide deck deliverables for all of their retainer clients. And these are high paying retainer clients. So what's the commodity? A slide deck skill that would just create these retainer client decks for them in one command. So that's the commodity. If I were to just sell them a single skill, I could probably get $100 for it, maybe $200 if I'm a good salesman. The difference is I sold them on the outcome. I said, you're going to save 20 hours per week. You can land 1 to 2 extra clients with that time and make an extra $10,000 per month. That sounds a lot better than just you can buy this skill. So instead, I was able to charge over $2,000 for the solution, when in reality, it's the same thing that would have been sold for $100. But this only works if we're going to move to step 3. You know how to build the solution. So now that we know the outcomes that we want to provide to the client, we want to make this into something that Claude can do. We want to make this native to Claude. So how do we do this? Well, we can bundle up multiple different features of Claude and create the solution around those. So the different features of Claude are skills, which are repeatable workflows, connectors, which access different outside sources. There's projects which maintain consistent context, routines which allow you to trigger something autonomously or on a schedule, and lastly, chat, which is how they can interact with it directly. Now, the good news is you don't need to learn all of this from scratch. I actually created a free skill that is an AI architect for you, and it tells you exactly how to create these solutions in Claude based on the client's problems. So if you want that, the link is in the description. I'm going to show you exactly how you can use that right now. Once you download the skill, it's extremely easy to use. First of all, just type /SW AI architect and just type that in and press enter. And it should kick off a few questions for you to answer. All right, so it generated this form for me, and now we can just fill it out with our answers. So what is the problem? Describe the task that's painful, slow, or broken. So we'll say, I want to easily generate slides for my retainer clients when I have to make presentations for them about leadership coaching. I want it to be in their style, their brand style, but the content should be from my coaching company. Now, this is what the client was asking for pretty much. What triggers it, we're going to have a person trigger it every time. The tools that it needs is Google Drive. We're also going to say that it needed Gamma to generate presentations. And it should produce drafted content. We wanted to create the slides. Does a human need to approve it? Yes, we're going to want human approval here. Any other context? Let's say the clients are going to change. That should be generic. The team size as well. But the tools should always stay the same. And I wanted to create a slide deck in the end. Cool. So let's go ahead and build my architecture. It just finished and it generated this document for us that explains exactly how to build our solution. And it makes it right in the chat, which is super nice. So if we go through here, we can see it summarizes the problem and basically just the answers to all of our questions. If we look at the execution flow, it says that in Claude Chat, the coach is going to initiate this with a client and a topic. And then it's going to run a Google Drive connector to get all the content that it needs. It's going to do the Drive connector again to fetch the client brand profile. It's going to use the skill to structure the slide deck and the chat to review it, and finally Gamma to generate the deck. And it tells us exactly over here what we're going to need. It says we're not going to need a routine, which is correct because we're going to trigger this manually and not automatically. And then it's going to use connectors to Google Drive and Gamma, skills to actually run the workflow, projects, one per client to hold all the brand information, past decks, etc., and Claude Chat to actually drive it. And this is actually the exact solution that I built for the client that I sold them for $2,000. This is literally exactly the same thing. And now you just have to answer the questions and Claude will just tell you what to build. Now, building it out from here is super simple. You can just ask Claude, how do I actually build this now? And when it comes to the skill, you can just tell Claude, build the skill for me in the chat, and it will start building it exactly how it outlines it here. Now that we've built the solution for them, we want to go to step 4 in the process, which is retain. And that's because we don't want to just build one solution and hand it off and that's it. We want them to come back for more. We want to have that repeat income coming from the AI agents that we're building. So how do we do this? The secret is how you hand over the very first solution that you're building for them. If you do this the right way, that first solution becomes a starting point that you can use to build a lot more for them. So this comes in the form of 3 different deliverables that you're going to provide at the end. The 3 deliverables are 1, documentation. This is written documentation that is a standard operating procedure, which means going through step 1, step 2, step 3 of how to use the workflows that you created, an overview of what the workflow actually does and how it works, and then lastly, actual templates that you use. So this is providing the actual skill file or any scripts you made or anything like that. The second one is videos. So this is you just recording your screen, going through how it works and how to use it. And if you just stop at these 2, it goes a long way at showing the client the quality of work and talent that you have. There's been so many times where I provided clients with this information here, and they were blown away at going above and beyond in the extra mile, and they've come back to me for future projects. So this alone can do it. But if you throw in this third one, that's how you can work immediately on the next project and have the client excited about it. And the third one is positioning. This is the king here. And what do I mean by positioning? So this is positioning yourself as the solution to their next problem. You've been very intertwined into their business up to this point. You understand exactly how they do things and how things work. So you're in the perfect position, perfect spot to tell them, these are the other things that you can build off of with this one solution I made to keep improving your company and make more returns. Or this is another area in your company that you can improve to make even further returns. So this is next steps of what you can do now that you built out this solution. How can we take this to the next level? Or build out other solutions, and an ROI table of each solution that you want to propose and how much more you'll get back from it. So if we take a look at an example here, we'll say now that we've built out this client deck skill, maybe you want to create a skill that auto creates a proposal. We could say this saves you 3 to 5 hours per proposal, can add you an extra 10 to 20K per month, and that's going to be the highest ROI for you. And we can just go through the list here, keep listing a bunch of them, and get them excited about all these new projects that you get to now do and make more money from them. Because in their eyes, it's a good deal because now they're getting this return as well. If you want to continue learning how to build AI that actually works and can land you clients, then go ahead, hit subscribe, and you can watch some more of my videos right here.